this seems like a teen. I mean, it's a show about teens at the end of the day, and
High school goals.
But like, it's not like Disney Channel. Like there's depth, there's drama, there's acting down, there's full cheeks, full Milo cheeks. We were jump scared.
What's up?
Hi, it's Megan.
And it's Bree.
And we just want to talk about TV.
Welcome to our podcast,
Unseriesous. Each episode, we're going to cover a TV show, new or old, and have a silly little conversation about it.
So grab a snack, get comfortable, and let's get unserious.
What's it? Oh.
Don't
forget me when I'm gone. Did we do that last time?
I went back to see if we did that, and then we were like, don't forget me when I'm gone. It is pretty catchy.
It is, like, the theme song is fire, I fear.
It's fine. It's pretty good.
I do have one quote written down from the last episode, which is, "We have been hurt in life, but you've made death so much worse."
That was badass.
Whoa. I had to sit with that one.
Damn. I just sit back and think
that
about
really,
that one.
That really was a thinker.
Oh, that was too good.
Too good.
Y'all, we're here to talk about the best show on TV.
The best show ever, School Spirits.
Woo!
Woo! It's spooky season in March.
Yeah. Wait, what month did we do it in?
Yeah, we did it right before October.
Okay.
In 2023.
Yes.
But it came out like a couple months before we watched it. Or did we watch it as it aired? I don't remember. We might have watched like the last episode like right as it ended.
Yeah.
So it was a summer show in 2023. Interesting.
And it was iconic.
And dare I say, season 2 is even more iconic.
Season 2's like, no, I fear I'm going to say like 10 times better.
Yeah.
Like, there's something about it.
We'll get into it, but it's like a special show. Like
it's a special show.
It just like has a lot of heart to it, you know? Like you think this would be like a silly teen show. It's not, like, for kids.
No, it's not.
People comparing this to like kid shows just because it's like Peyton List and Milo Manheim are wrong.
No. And
like the depth and the layers, like
it makes
it's
you
emotional.
think.
Yeah, it's about life and death. Like I was starting to compare it to like The Good Place, which we'll get into.
Honestly.
In my head, I was like, oh.
So
we'll get into it. It's kind of only a few will get this, but if you get it, you get it.
If you understand, but if you do, you're lucky.
Yeah, lucky.
Don't forget me
when I'm gone. Okay, but before we get into all things School Spirits season 2, we gotta catch up. The last few weeks, we've done some like the different kinds of podcasts. We predicted the Oscars.
Yes.
And we reacted live to Traitors last week and got spoiled on air.
Yeah, what was that about?
That was awkward. At least the ending wasn't spoiled, but like something pretty significant was spoiled. So
yeah,
we got some traitors in our midst.
Some traitors. We only had traitors.
But like and subscribe.
But that's okay.
Yeah. So we've had like an eventful few weeks. And the Oscars, we changed some answers from our prediction because after we filmed our Oscars review or prediction, we watched The Substance and Anora. Yeah. So I think we both got like half of the things right, which is pretty good.
That's pretty good for someone. I don't watch movies.
We're movie connoisseurs, but
I think if we did watch all of them, we could have been really on it.
Yeah,
but like.
This is a big step up.
It was a big step, and it kind of opened my mind.
Yeah, like
I'm kind of like Oscar movies, okay, but it is. They do like at the end, you're like, damn.
Yeah.
Like nothing could be happening, and then it's like, wow, damn.
Yeah, and it was fun watching the Oscars, having watched more of them. Like I think every year I watch 1 or 2 of them, and like it's not even like I'm trying. Like I just wanted to watch. Like I feel like if we didn't do what we did, like I would have watched Wicked, and I would have still had goosebumps at the beginning at the opening of Cynthia and Ariana. So good, showing them what musicals are supposed to be. And maybe would have watched A Real Pain because of Kieran.
Yeah.
But like watching both of those and Anora and The Substance and Conclave was big for us.
That was really big.
Like there were still some we were missing. Some that I don't think I wanted to watch anyway.
Yeah.
But it was a big stepping stone year for us in movies.
And
in our movie journey.
And last night we watched Cloudy with the Chutes.
You have to have layers. You have to be a multifaceted individual and enjoy all kinds of movies.
Yeah, and shows.
Exactly.
And books.
Exactly.
Yes. We cover it all.
What was that? Oh, okay.
Oh, what was
I
that?
thought that we stopped recording. We'll have to see how that goes in the editing, but I think I'm okay. What? I'm at
4 minutes?
Yeah, 4:41.
Okay.
Spooky, a ghost just jumped on my computer.
Paint list is here.
Paint list. My paint list plaid.
My Xavier plaid. Wait, jump cut to me like roasting him and then to going, I'm Xavier.
I'm Xavier. You also could be Charlie. The
or
jean
Charlie,
jacket.
yeah. They love the plaid and the jean jacket.
Yeah, they do. Okay, but next year I think maybe we'll watch even more. I'm hopeful that Mickey 17 will get noms, and we already want to watch that. So,
and I'm already a Robert Pattinson stan.
Yeah, so maybe in the next few pods we'll have our review and thoughts on that once we see it.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm parched.
the noise.
Sorry, guys. Just a little ASMR.
I throw up.
No. Okay, what else has been going on? Traders.
Yeah.
Ended just exactly how we wanted it to. And we did that live.
We did that live.
The reunion was fun.
The reunion was fun.
Yeah.
It's funny how dramatic they can still, like, their dramatic moments were just like nothing.
Yeah.
But
like
it's still like so.
In the editing of just like their facial expressions, I'm like, did
it's
they even
too
make that
good.
face at that moment? And it just like hangs for a second. You're like,
I'm like, this is so Bravo. That's so funny.
What else? I'm feeling there was something else I wanted to say. Like, I don't know.
Speak on it.
I'm caught up on Daredevil. Daredevil's back and born again. Like, I'm in it. I'm depressed, but I'm in it. And I'm excited to see where it will go.
Is there only one out?
There's the two came out the first day. So by the time you're watching this, the third one will have come out. Mm-hmm. And I'm just like ready for the ride.
You're ready for the journey.
Can't fully form some thoughts yet, other than he's looking good.
Would you consider yourself a real fan?
Yeah, I'm a real fan. What do you mean?
Because you're caught up.
Yeah, I'm caught up. I didn't watch it when it aired live, but I wanted to become a part of the journey. I'm here to respect the journey. The community. Love Charlie Cox. Love Matt Murdock. I love Frank and Karen. Love Poindexter, even though he's a villain. Like, slay. I love Fisk. Slay.
Love.
Him and his wife are going through marital problems, and it's really depressing. And they're like evil, like they're bad.
Yeah.
And I'm like, those are my
when they're
parents.
both evil.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
think you'd really resonate with them, Brie.
You could really relate to them. To being evil.
Yeah. They're like sick and twisted, but I'm like, mom and dad are fighting. So that's all I can really say at this point without spoiling anything crazy. And I'm trying to get my sister to do a pod on it with me. So stay tuned. That'll probably happen in
Sarah,
May.
buckle up. You better do it.
Sit down, Sarah.
Sit down.
We're calling you out live on the
out.
pod, on the School Spirits pod. I'm also trying to get her to watch this. I haven't cracked open a single book yet. But I think March will be the month. Hunger Games is coming out, so I think I'm about to get back into my reading journey. Now that I'm like fully caught up on Daredevil, and I do want to watch Punisher, but I feel less pressure on that, I can maybe crack open a book. I've decided.
Maybe.
What about you? What else?
Yeah. No, wait. You know what's sick and twisted? I saved Arcane for like season 2 for when my teeth were gone, and I didn't watch it.
Well, how did your teeth surgery go for the people?
It was pretty good. I mean, it was uncomfortable the week, and I hated eating liquids.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's healing really well, and I didn't swell that much, so that was nice.
You're an inspiration to anyone getting wisdom teeth surgery in their 20s.
Yeah, it really wasn't that bad. I feel like the worst part is just like, not being able to eat.
Yeah, that'll do it.
And being uncomfy. But that's okay.
I'm proud of you, but you didn't watch your show.
But I was in the I know, I didn't even watch my show. I'm like, I'll save this for that. And then I just didn't watch it. So that's really awkward. I need to watch that. But now I'm like, this is a winter show. I'm so specific with everything.
That's so funny.
I'm like, I need it to be golden. What else did I started? I'm reading a book because I was reading 2 other books, but then a book I wanted to read. Hello? Is someone dying out there?
It's a child screaming.
Sorry, child screaming.
Are you okay?
You good, bro? But a book I wanted to read on Libby came available, so I started reading that, and I'm 70% through. And it is drama, and it reminds me of Daisy Jones, like the format of it, but it's about figure skaters, like it's like a love story, and it's like angsty, and it's like interviews.
Is it giving like Spinning Out?
So
that one show,
which I
never watched
sucker
that.
for.
Yeah.
I'm a sucker for figure skaters. I think I don't know, but it's really good. I'm 70% through, and at the end of every chapter, I'm like,
what's it called?
What's the tea? The favorites.
Okay.
By I don't know.
Look it up.
But
Find it on Goodreads.
It's giving me Taylor Jenkins Reid a little, like the style.
Mm-hmm.
But it is so good. I recommend. Unless it ends awfully, then I'll take that right back.
Yeah.
But
we should put our Goodreads and our TV time and our letterbox in our description, so people can follow
everyone
us.
can follow us because
we love content.
We have content.
We love art. We
know that content. Yeah, we love art. What about it?
Yeah. And all our opinions are right.
And you're wrong.
I'm trying to think.
But
is that it?
that's my tea.
Yeah.
That's on tea.
All of our shows are still on. We're still Severancing. We're still White Lotusing. We're still Yellow Jacketsing.
Oh, Yellow Jackets.
Soon we're going to be Odysseying and 911ing.
Oh,
we haven't caught
excited.
up. But...
I saw a spoil.
Oh. Okay. Interesting.
I saw an edit.
And then... Of which one?
911.
Okay, I kind of heard something about 911. But,
That's so funny.
Yeah, all of our shows, Abbott. Traders is over, which is really a bummer.
Too many shows.
But, like, come May...
They won't have no shows.
I was trying to list out all of our shows and, like, seeing when we'll get to the 100th episode, because this is 85. So 15 more to the 100th.
Jesus.
And we're going to be pretty... Like, we're going to have plenty of stuff before, but we'll have to decide. Like, it'll be, like, the last... Unless we skip a week. It'll be the last week of June. Will be our 100th episode. So it's like we have to pick something.
Damn.
What's something that's really special? We just do Succession again.
What's something really special?
We'll have to think on that.
We'll figure that out.
Leave some
Comment
suggestions.
down below.
What's our favorite show? What show do we mean it when we say this is the best show ever?
One Tree Hill.
It might... When Ginny and Georgia comes back in June, that could very well be it.
If it's Ginny and Georgia, I swear to God.
It'll be around then, though. Because like Hacks and the Bear and everything will be back like May, June. So like we're gonna have so much stuff going on in the summer, but we'll have to make sure we make time for our 100th episode extravaganza.
Damn.
Mom. I fear it might have to be One Tree Hill. I think that would make sense.
I feel like that makes sense.
And like end the high school section of that show.
About. Yeah.
Yeah. We'll see.
We'll see.
More to come. Bree and I also have to celebrate our Tinfinity.
Yeah. What are we gonna do?
100 episodes of the pod, 10 years of friendship. And introspective.
Oh,
retrospective.
Nice. All
right, see you guys in June. Okay, should we get into school spirits?
Yeah.
Do you want to hear my really good description?
Yeah.
School Spirit Season 2 finds the ghosts in the outies.
The outies.
We kept calling the ghosts the outies in the... No, the ghosts are the innies.
Yeah.
The outies are the friends that are alive. So the outies are searching for Janet, the spirit that took Maddie's body and is living in the real world, posing as her. While Maddie's IRLs try to get Janet and bring her back to the school so they can body swap again, the innies, or ghouls, are trying to solve the mystery of what happened between her and Mr. Martin in the first place. Through the season, in order to get to the bottom of Mr. Martin's plans, the ghosts must confront their own traumatic past by exploring their scars, aka moments before their untimely deaths. And also, everyone got a love interest this season, but only some of them kissed.
That's so true. Everyone got paired up, but only some.
Except Simon. But guess who Simon got paired up with?
Makes me literally...
Simon got paired up with Death.
Oh my God.
The season ends with Maddie and Janet finally coming together to take down Mr. Martin and Maddie returning to her own body. But what the fuck is Simon doing in Janet and Mr. Martin's scar? That's season 2 of School Spirits.
That's pretty good.
Thank you. A lot also happened, but we're going to talk about it.
We'll unpack it.
Yeah, we got to unpack it.
But that is the gist.
Yeah. I feel like going right into it, like from episode 1, right off the jump, this is when I started going, this is elite television.
No, literally, the first episode was already so fucking good and had so much.
So much, and like the way it was made, like they had so many artistic decisions this season of like the switching between like Janet and Maddie's body, and they would do like storytelling as like Peyton List, but also as like Janet. You see like show Janet, or like this happens later in the season when they're in the canoe, like Mr. Martin who body snatched Mr. Anderson and Janet were in the canoe as Maddie and Mr. Anderson, but like their reflections were Mr. Martin and Janet, or vice versa, however they did it. I was like, that's so cool. And they did that a lot. That's like art. Different types of like ways to be like play with like the Janet body switch and stuff like that. And just like also when they went into the scars, the aspect ratio changing, the aspect ratio changing for Janet's flashbacks. We love an aspect ratio change. It was just like, this was cinema.
This is cinema.
Like the storytelling choices, I was eating them up.
Yeah, I agree. And Peyton List doing Janet and Maddie, like you can clearly tell, like she's acting down her facial expressions. Like, and I was
voice.
I was like unsettled when she's pretending to be. So Peyton List was acting down. I'm a Peyton List fan.
Yeah, and everyone's lore drops this season. Like everyone has such emotional backstories, and like this is what I was saying. Like this seems like a teen. I mean, it's a show about teens at the end of the day, and like, but like it's not like Disney Channel. Like there's depth, there's drama, there's acting down, there's full cheeks, full Milo cheeks. We were jump scared. As someone we've been Milo Manheim stands for a while now, since Zombies 1, we've been here. Since Dancing with the Stars, and he was robbed. Anyway, it's just like they all have really intricate backstories, and the way they like tell these stories, that's what I was saying, is really like special and beautiful and sad and raw, and oh my god, so many emotions. And like Janet's backstory with her really terrible father and her finding her that's why like I think she had like such a nice connection with Mr. Martin that started out not necessarily with bad intentions, and like similarly with her grandmother, and she just wanted to make a difference in the world and pursue science, and her dad was like, fuck that. She was born at the wrong time.
Fucked me up.
Yeah.
And she's like, I was born at the wrong time. Like, why was I born at that time? I was like,
Janet. And she's making like complex, like not like black and white decisions, so you're like rooting against her, but also you totally get where her experiences are coming from. And then similarly, you unlock other parts of like the other ghost backstories, like Rhonda and like her trauma and her connection to Mr. Martin and Janet, of like you find out she kind of betrayed Maddie by telling him that like she can talk to Simon and stuff like that. But when you have that flashback episode of like when Mr. Martin and Janet get there and they're the only ghosts there, they're the first people in the school that died, and then the next person is Rhonda, and Rhonda's story is so sad, like the genuinely like terrible guy, it was the guidance counselor that like killed her. And, like, then her being the second ghost to show up, experiencing, like, watching her body be taken away and not knowing what's going on. And, like, the only two people she had were Janet and Mr. Martin.
So no wonder she trusted them.
Yeah.
Or felt.
Yeah.
That's all she had. You die. You literally die, and then you're like welcomed by two.
Yeah. These people, you're like, well, they're the only people I can trust.
This is your life now.
Yeah. Crazy. I wish it would have been cool to see like Wally arriving and Charlie arriving and even Yuri and Quinn arriving. Well, Quinn was with the band and they all crashed and they all got locked in.
Yeah.
So that might have been a little different, but it's very interesting.
I love that they're all different, like times.
Yeah.
It makes it more
so interesting, and different ways of dying. But they've alluded to the fact that there's more to the school than you know.
Yeah.
That there's weird, because it's like all these people dying at the school.
I'm glad they're like talking about that, because it's like, why are so many people dying at this school?
And like the rules might be changing with how it ended. Like they might have different ways in and out now. So I feel like that's a season 3 thing. Praying that we get it. They need at least one more season. Like I feel like they
should wrap it up.
I think they should wrap it up. It's also like a hard show to do where everyone's stuck in an age and they're young and they don't want to start
looking. They're gonna be old as hell.
Yeah,
Milo's gonna be.
And they're a lot of them are a little busy and stuff. Peyton List is coming up in the world.
Peyton List is a star.
So gonna need them to lock in really quick, just do another solid season, and they could tie a bow around it.
I hope.
I see the vision. Because I also just don't know how much the storyline can go, especially now with that ending.
And they do need to the ghosts need to pass or whatever.
Yeah, Wally already can. Will he?
I know. I'm like, since they didn't show us, he's not going to.
Not yet, at least.
But he's gonna get what's gonna happen that makes him not?
Well, it's like I was reading an article. They were like, some people, they might physically be able to, but they might not feel ready yet. So that's what I was thinking.
He has unfinished business
exactly.
with his girl.
Which we'll get to.
A human.
But this is what it was started reminding me of The Good Place. I know you didn't finish The Good Place, but for people who do, that's sort of something that becomes an option toward the end. I'm going to try to speak vaguely. Where you get to enjoy sort of an afterlife of I get to live and experience these things forever, but you also have this choice to be I've had enough, and then you die. And I'm I feel that's what this show is doing, and it's just one of those things where you're holy shit, this is a life and death existential crisis, and that's why I can't revisit The Good Place fully, because it really fucked with me.
Yeah.
And I was this show is doing a lot.
It's a little too
School Spirits deep. Even they're not fully doing what The Good Place is doing, but it reminded me of it, and I'm still whoa.
Yeah.
And
but they're all friends. They can't leave each other.
That's the other good thing. I love a found family.
Stuck in the school.
I know.
Kind of
well, that's what so Maddie having that decision at the end of she could have went right back in her body, and Simon's what are you doing? She's but I don't know if I'll be able to see them to help them. She's I still want to help them figure out what's going on and help them pass over. But if she goes back in her body, we don't know this yet because she woke up in the hospital. Will she still be able to interact with them?
Yeah. I'm just thinking about Simon crashing out for 8 episodes. Someone help him.
I love Simon. What a great character. What a great actor.
His acting is some of the best.
Chills.
Literally chills.
And I think what they are doing based on how this season went, I feel in season 1, there was a lot more implication of romantic feelings, at least on his end. Mm-hmm. But in this season, I feel they 100% served platonic male-female friendship.
I'm here for it.
And I love it. It does not need to be a triangle. And I think
Please
it's better.
Don't make it a triangle.
No, seriously, because
it's kind of just nice to have a friend you grew up with, and he cares about her so much.
Yeah. That first or second episode when they were talking about the way he waited for her at her dad's funeral.
Yeah.
TV does not have enough representation of male-female friendships, and they basically have a perfect one. I'm we don't need to mess it up.
They're going to mess it up.
And
because why can Simon see her?
Soulmates. There's only one reason.
Friend soulmate.
Yeah, platonic soulmates.
Soulmate, yeah.
So I'm really locked in on that, and I think they have such good chemistry as friends, and I really like Simon. I really like the actor.
He's acting down, crashing out.
And listening to Joe.
So sad.
Listening to Gloom by Joe while he's going through it.
Good music taste.
The whole show has good the songs they use, crazy.
I literally just listen to their soundtrack because
I need to.
The songs they pick are just too
they're
good.
Always
Whoever's
on point.
doing the music, knows what they're doing.
100%. And yeah, I really like Simon. I think the article I read, I was just reading a quick recap of the last episode to make sure I wasn't missing any details. And whoever they were interviewing, one of the writers or something, was it's an interesting idea of how Simon's whole life has been about saving Maddie, and it's you get sucked in so deep. What if he got fully sucked into the school? So I don't know if that implies that is he alive and just got sucked in somehow? Did he die? We don't know.
Bro is throwing away his whole future.
Right, his college future. Northwestern.
And he's losing it.
Yeah.
Everyone being okay, sure, Simon, at first.
Yeah, I was my king is getting gaslit.
He's being gaslit, and at
first he was gaslighting himself.
He's being gaslit by Maddie. He's
by a figment of his imagination. I'm glad they got over that fast. I thought that was going to be a longer thing they needed to get him back for. But he went from that to instantly telling Xavier and, Nicole and Claire. I was thank God, because I love a found family dynamic, and I feel the ghosts had it, but they did really make me start caring about the outies.
No, I like the outies so much more this season.
Me too, because it's just like they got rid of like all like the drama. Because last season it was a murder mystery. Who killed Maddie? Yeah. You find out no one did because Janet took her body. So like all these people are now exonerated, innocent. Yeah.
They're all just
they all just maybe have some
they all look sus.
Yeah, but they all apparently just like are just like shitty high school students, like anyone is at some point.
Yeah.
And like maybe Xavier cheated on her.
But you know what? I don't even care anymore.
Xavier has Nicole, maybe. Shredhead.
Oh, hold on. This gets me.
Crazy, yeah.
Because I really like it. Like, I like how it was done. But now I'm like, okay.
Okay, hold on.
Do something.
Pause. To get to that, Xavier almost dies.
Yes.
He has a near-death experience.
But how did he almost die from that? Didn't he?
Like, he got hit by a car, I guess.
And he was like, he died.
He kind of died.
He like barely
then he was
got
perfectly fine.
Our girl on one day.
That's justice for Emma. Holy shit, Brie. I'm glad you brought that up.
But Xavier gets... Never mind. I hate Xavier.
But then you find out he could see ghosts, which you're like, oh, it's just this one-time thing when he was, like, almost about to die, and, like, he had it for a second, and he find out he sees Maddie's dad, which was T, the fisherman. But then, very end of the season, he can still see him. That's crazy.
My man's serving.
Yeah.
I like that layer.
I like that layer a lot.
Like, he can see ghosts now, too.
Yeah.
Everyone's fucking crazy.
And his development of just, like...
Of just...
becoming a better person. The whole season he's racked with guilt, needing to apologize to Maddie.
Him and Simon's
yes!
friendship.
So sweet.
So nice.
I love it.
Everyone.
And then I like that him and Claire, they didn't like try to like make them a couple again. I was honestly like kind of like, what? And then I was like, yes.
They were like a squad.
They were
family.
a squad.
And Simon was a little disconnected because he was full on losing. He was like crashing out. Like, I'm like,
Simon's like, I can see her.
Like, I can see her. Nobody cares. Like, Maddie's just fucking walking. A ghost.
I answer the cursed ghost.
Simon is like literally
Simon's like
about to get suspended.
At every turn, he's something about terrible is about to happen to Simon.
He's like crying all the time. I'm like,
yeah, he's haggard. Like he like looks so haggard, and I love him.
It's like where'd Simon go? He went to the school to talk to a fucking. Oh my god.
But yeah, I really liked Simon and Xavier's relationship, and then they started giving us little like crumbs of maybe Xavier and Nicole will do something, unless it was just to make their friendship stronger. I couldn't tell fully because they didn't
like switch right back,
and then like nothing really came of it.
It's like, okay, maybe you don't like each other,
maybe, but it's like it clearly like through talking to themselves like on their Reddit thread, it's like they at least had a bond, and I feel like it didn't even they opened up, but it's like they don't even need to be romantic, I feel like, to be like, okay, well, now we understand each other better than anyone else. It could be another platonic male-female friendship.
But he sent her that song. No, but I can see it being just platonic, too.
Yeah.
But, you know, we'll see.
Yeah. And then similarly, love Nicole and Claire's friendship. And she was like, well, you guys are my family now. That got me.
Friend.
And, like, staying with her because Claire's family sucks.
Yeah.
And then Raphael from the Wilds reveal is Nicole's brother, which bring back the Wilds. I feel like we're in a Wilds renaissance. I keep seeing it on social media. But then him and Claire kind of like also seemed like they were setting them up, but then nothing. And they told him everything that happened, but he was like kind of there, kind of not.
It's he like popped up like twice, and he's like, "What's going on?"
Yeah, interesting.
He was just like, yeah.
There's no follow-through.
There's no follow-through with those.
So, we're going to need season 3.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of open ends for season 3.
Yeah.
So, they need to get to it.
But, overall, loved the Audi dynamics.
The Audi dynamics. I love the Audi shenanigans.
The living people shenanigans.
Like, they're the...
When they were at when Simon was just, like, doing the beer keg.
Charlie XCX is playing.
Just soundtrack, man. So funny. It's just like a side quest.
What were Simon and Xavier doing in the library? What was the game?
They were doing like there was like a mental health day that they all had to do because Maddie died. Or went missing. So yeah, they were doing like a trust thing where one of them couldn't see and they were just being goofy.
And then they were just running.
That was a good scene. And the teachers and the principal were like,
okay.
Gay?
And I'm like, they smiled. It's like 3 seconds of Simon smiling.
The same yeah. Simon happy moment.
Simon happy moment.
5 seconds. Justice for Simon in season 3, but now he's a ghoul.
Oh my god.
Literally the opposite of justice. Like, he called Northwestern and he was like, I want another chance just for him to get sucked into the scar.
Crying.
But I was like, oh, I love this found family on the outside. Did none of them cared enough to go look for him?
No one literally gave a shit.
They were like, we don't know where Simon went.
Justice for my Simon.
They were like, we only care about Maddie, which I guess, like, she's been going through it because she was dead.
But with how much Simon was crashing out, you think you'd, like, maybe check on him. Call in. He's not okay.
It was a crazy ending when Mr. Martin goes, what's he doing here?
And it's Simon. Like,
I was like, no!
Like, okay. And he's standing there like...
That might be Maddie's link, though. Like, if Simon is in there and she's out, they can probably still talk to each other, but I need her to be able to see Rhonda and Charlie and Wally!
Yeah, this is fucked up.
All of the found
so
family.
Now Simon has them.
With them. Simon and Wally are like,
Simon and Wally are like,
wait a minute.
Supposed to kiss right now? Should we go kiss in the pool real quick?
Yeah.
No,
okay, ghouls.
No, they're gonna fight on the inside.
Yeah, on the football
Or
field.
Maddie.
Be crazy. Like I said, Simon going, Maddie, I'm happy you found someone, but we gotta get this shit done. You gotta get out of there.
He's like, and then like a song about friendship is playing.
So I was like, platonic male-female friendship. Like, he didn't, like, I was like, ooh, it'll be like angsty. Well, first of all, he was like, is this about Wally? And I'm like, I feel like there hasn't been enough conversation that we've seen, but unless it, like, a lot of it happened in season 1, but it's been a minute. But I feel like most of Maddie and Wally's relationship progressed romantically this season. So Simon being like, is this about Wally? It's like, did you know they were making out in the pool? Like, does he know that all that stuff happened? I don't think so.
I think they're just...
I was like, I think it would have, like, just made sense from the story perspective to have her bring him up more and, like, or, like, reference their relationship. And then, not that I want this anymore or did at all. Like, if they were trying to make it a triangle, I was like, ooh, this is gonna be drama when she's like, I can't, like, I'm struggling because of Wally, and then, like, maybe he shows a hint of jealousy, but, like, A, they didn't even do that right because he brought it up.
Yeah.
And then B,
like, I'm like, when did she tell you this?
Yes, and then, like, he didn't seem to get, he was like, I'm happy for you.
He actually did not give a single
Which
fuck.
I think made it a little bit, like, it made the lack of exposition of that moment better.
I'm happy for you, but you are literally a ghost.
Yeah, we're trying to help.
He's
like, I threw the last year of my life away to fix this for you. But like I'm team platonic Simon and Maddie. Mm-hmm. But I was like, oh, I kind of wanted a little more drama out of that moment. But he was like, okay, Wally,
he's like, okay,
I'm happy for you, but get out of there.
But also, to be fucking for real right now.
There are real men you can have sex with at the projecting room.
And you can go out, you can travel and stuff.
Yeah, and see their cheeks.
Not their cheeks. Not the cut. I was like...
Just like the instant, like, wah!
You know what I'm obsessed with? I was obsessed with them. It was Maddie and Wally, and then Yuri and Charlie. And then it was Rhonda and Quinn being depressed. Like the cut, like the 3 cuts, and it was like, meanwhile.
Which is so crazy.
Like being sad.
Which makes you wonder, like, are they trying to set up Rhonda and Quinn? But it's one of those things where it's like, because similarly with how they quote unquote set up Xavier and Nicole and Claire and Raphael from the Wilds. I don't remember his name on the show.
Raphael from the Wilds is so funny.
So specific. It's like none of them became anything but friends this season. So there's potential, I think, for any of those pairings to be more or not be more. Like any of them worked platonically. Like I thought Rhonda being like, Quinn, you have us now. Like I have you, like you can't like leave me. I don't trust people. Yeah. And I think any of the dynamics on the show work both platonically and romantically. Like the only one that's like full romantic is Wally and Maddie at this point. Or and Yuri and Charlie.
Yuri and Charlie. Yeah. Yuri and Charlie are locked in.
And I locked in too.
What's the movie?
The Ghost.
The Ghost moment.
That was beautiful. Beautiful. And I really liked both Quinn and Yuri. I liked that they brought a new ghost. One was just hidden in the clay room, in the pottery room. And then it was cool that they broke Quinn out of the marching band.
Oh, when she goes back in.
But I'm like, are there ghosts that were like at the because neither of them went to the group therapy. Yeah. Because Yuri was alone and Quinn was inaccessible until this season.
Was just walking back
but like, were there besides Dawn, were there other ghosts in that circle? I'm like, did we just like forget?
Probably. Just sitting there.
I'm like, maybe I wasn't keeping track.
They didn't get to be made official.
No, they were like, we need more characters, but we have to find a way to bring more characters in a world where the ghost situation is locked. So they're like, well, there's one we never saw and one that we broke out of the whatever. The loop.
The loop.
Looping.
Yeah.
Also, Quinn and Rhonda's storyline where Rhonda realizes her best friend, Marjorie, she thought Marjorie, like, played into this rumor that it was Rhonda's fault that she died, and then she listened to the full song. Like, this show does not have to be as sentimental and deep as it is, and it's got me, like, tearing up.
And she was crying, and I thought she was gonna leave. I thought she was gonna peace out after that.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I'm fine.
Yeah, get her exit.
I'm like, no. But
I'm not.
Did it. She's still there.
I am not mentally prepared for any of them to pass over, because in the moment when they were all saying goodbye to Maddie, that was fucked up enough.
But Yuri and Quinn, like, them saying bye to Maddie, and then Yuri and Quinn don't even get, like, a wave.
Yeah. Which, like, I thought, like, well,
I
the thing is,
just, like, the, like, yeah. But
she's obviously closer to the
funny.
three of them. Like, she should have hugged them first.
Yeah. Or give them anything.
Yeah, be like, thank you guys for helping me, because I did help her.
She didn't even look at them.
It was crazy.
Because,
like,
for some reason.
they needed those moments to linger with Rhonda and Charlie and then Wally. But then in my head, I was like, is she just going to, like, hug Yuri and Quinn now? Because
like,
that feels weird. Yeah. I was like, well, she's not going to do that.
She doesn't even pay.
She didn't give them
this
anything.
Is her ready. It's, like, literally Maisel.
Like, oh, you hear something?
You all hear something? It's
crazy. Yeah, she should have, like, hugged them first. And then had her moments with her best fucking friends. Like, her and Charlie and her and Rhonda's relationship means just as much to me as her and Wally's relationship. Like, that's fucked.
All their little relationships.
It's so good. Like, again, this show nails some found family shit, and I love it. So yeah, Charlie and Yuri, I really liked their chemistry. I had something written down about, like, this is what the pottery stuff is, when they start realizing, like, Janet and Mr. Martin figured out how things can stay and have more of a tie to the real world. Yeah. And also stuff about the keys. But I have, it's literally episode 2. What if we get Janet back here and she sees I broke this into a million pieces? She's gonna kill me. And they're like, well, too late. True. And that was the same episode where Wally, like, felt like he wasn't helping Maddie enough. He felt like Simon was doing all the work, so he was feeling like he needed to do as much as he could. And he was like, this is our first fight. And then he figures something out, and they kiss, and Charlie's like, we are still in the room.
Charlie's like, I'm literally right here.
I love it! I love their dynamics.
Wally and Maddie are always getting caught.
Yeah.
Rhonda walks in after they...
That was crazy.
Okay, we have bigger fish to fry here.
I love it. They just have to find time. Let's also, like, I love skipping ahead to one of my highs this season was the pool scene. I really like the pool scene. And that was when, like, also another good scene was when they were having dinner with Janet in Maddie's body with her mom. And that was what was happening at the same time. That shit was cracking me up, and Xavier throwing the salt. So funny. That was also a good scene. But I love that scene, and I love how sweet it is, and I love that, like, I don't know, the chemistry, everything was slaying. They were being so cute, and an Imogen Heap cover was playing, and that song was in the holiday, so it all connects to all my favorite things.
It all connects.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I thought that was sweet.
Cute. Also, when they were, the pictures, like, when they're traveling through pictures, like, they're looking at, and Lizzie's playing, and that was good, too.
They have their little... I wish they had more, because sometimes it feels a little like they're just like, okay, and now we're doing a romantic scene. Like, there could have been more, like, stuff happening to build. Like, it just feels like every so often they're like, okay, we have to throw in some romantic stuff.
To this room and kiss a little, and then we'll go back to ghost hunting.
Yeah. Like, I feel like their chemistry is there.
Simon
their connection is there, but sometimes the writing just feels a little, like, disjointed. Like, I'm like, okay, we need this to be built up a little bit more selfishly.
That's why if Rhonda and Quinn do kiss, I'm fine with it not happening immediately.
Yeah.
So, like, we don't need 12 fast burns.
Yeah.
Because,
Yeah.
Same thing, like... Also, Rhonda is literally so old.
That's why I was like, I don't know if they're doing this romantically. And it could go either way. Like, they've not gone too far in either direction for it not to make sense either way.
The bleacher scene kind of, like, gave me vibes, but
Yeah.
we'll see.
Yeah.
It could go either way.
Yeah.
But it is funny that they were just pairing them all up.
Yeah. Except for Simon.
I'm like, gays, lesbians, straight. And Simon's mental hospital. Mental institution.
I love him so much.
I feel so bad for him. I'm like really sad for him.
Yeah.
And yeah, he's like such a good actor. That
Yeah.
Whatever his name is. I knew it, but now I don't.
I know.
And I love all of them. When Peyton List posts pictures with the other cast, Cobra Kai,
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, this isn't School Spirit.
No.
Like, this isn't my family.
I'm like,
Sorry.
no. We're here for the real
I'm
shit.
like the School Spirit
I was
cast.
like, when a few of them went to Milo's Broadway debut in Little Shop,
Yes.
and I was like, that's family!
That's my family.
And like, he posted something, and Sarah Yarkin, that's who plays Rhonda, she was like, you're my brother.
Yes.
Said something
I
really
loved
emotional,
it.
and I'm like, I fucking love them. And their silly little TikToks, like, they do a good job of doing behind the stuff.
Yeah. Oh, and
So-
they have like watch parties together.
Ugh. Fuck, I love them. Give them one more season. I truly think one more season would be perfect.
Yeah.
And I just
wrap
need the
up.
writers to understand that too.
The finale was insane.
Yes, like you can't leave it like that. There's so many things. Like, will Maddie be able to talk to them? Will she be like what the Xavier and her
Is she gonna
dad
talk to her
thing?
dad?
Yeah.
Simon, what
Is
Simon
he
gonna
okay?
do?
What's Wally gonna do? Wally, and that's just like their relationship ending with him like asking her to stay, but then being like, "You need to go." Like I saw screen caps from that this
Yeah.
morning, and it like made me cry.
Yeah, you have to go. But Yuri being the one to go, man, she's doing this because... And then they're having a bro to bro.
Yeah, which another thing, like for Yuri being such like a new character, you're kind of like, okay, and Quinn, like I genuinely enjoyed both of them so much.
Me too, and they're just like they're like
During the dance scene when he's like, "Oh, we got to get at Wally's reunion,"
Yeah.
and they're all doing the dance. Quinn did it too with them, I think, right?
yeah, but Quinn's like, I'm ruining everything. I'm not in
No!
this group.
And she's not because Maddie wouldn't hug her
Yeah,
goodbye.
because they didn't hug.
It's crazy. They're like they're here until they're not.
You have to be pushed aside for a minute.
Yeah, but yeah, I love Maddie and Wally.
Dancing.
It was very cute. And then like them all going through their scars and like
Oh.
Maddie being a Wally scar, fucked up.
Oh yeah. Do you think Wally went to see Maddie
Like went
and
into
then
his
saw his opening
maybe.
and then was
He
like,
loves her so much.
but
I will say another one of my favorite moments of the season was in that episode, the reunion episode, where Charlie starts getting insecure because of just like the bullying and like how bad Wally would have been at the time.
that's wait, look at my note. Wally being homophobic.
I was like, fuck Wally, homophobic reveal.
That was so good though.
But that was another thing that's I think one of the reasons why Wally's exit opened, just because he learned and grew so much in the last 40 years.
Yeah.
And like him and Charlie's moment outside was so sweet. And they went, I love
Oh,
you. Like they got an I love you,
said,
no one
"I love
else
you"
did.
before everybody else.
And you know what? Huge.
That's real.
That's friendship. I loved that scene.
Wally being homophobic. That's all I wrote down to remember it.
Milo Manheim would never.
He's like, oh, you don't. Damn.
We thought we had
they
you,
got
Wally.
to have a heart to heart.
Yeah, I love that. What else? I guess the biggest thing is just like, unless you have anything else to Janet and Mr. Martin stuff.
Oh yeah, that's tea. Wait. I feel like I had something. I don't know. Before that, maybe not.
Meh.
Maybe it'll come to me.
Yeah. So you find out that Mr. Martin was gonna maybe set something ablaze, but he changed his mind. But then Janet had to turn on a Bunsen burner anyway.
Imagine that being the way you go.
Yeah. So like Mr. Martin didn't start as like this evil mastermind. I think he just spiraled because what else are you gonna do if you're stuck in the school for that long?
And he's obsessed with trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
Like, and he
by any means.
And he doesn't care who he hurt.
Exactly.
That's
So
tragic.
yeah.
Janet went off on him. Mm-hmm. Oh, that was so good.
So good.
So-
That's my exit.
That's my exit, you bitch.
And she was like, I can't leave
said,
yet.
yes, yell
Neither
at
can
his
you. Her being his key, right? Or he's her key.
Yeah.
And his is the watch.
Yeah.
Crazy! The show's so good.
It's just too good.
Yeah, I like the mystery of the season because you can never tell if you could trust them, and you really can't, but it's so layered, it's so complicated. And what did all of them going into their scars do? Did they unlock, can they leave the world a little bit more now? That's what's interesting.
Him being like, I did this all for you guys. Like Mr. Martin.
Yeah.
And I'm like, kinda, like, in a way, but also, huh? I'm like, this has layers.
Yeah.
I'm like, they were kind of a family.
Yeah.
But he had to make it all toxic.
Yeah, even with Janet.
Yeah.
Which is sad.
Their little Christmas.
Like her whole life. Just no one she could trust.
No one she could trust. Oh my god.
I'm excited for her to be part of that group next season.
That actor was on Shameless.
Oh, really? Janet?
I was like, yeah, I'm like, I know her from somewhere, but I didn't. Usually I look it up, but I just didn't. I was like, oh, it's Shameless.
That makes sense.
I said,
okay, Chicago.
I said, okay, Chicago represent. I said, Shamey, let's go.
Hell yeah.
But I like her.
No, I really liked her. I like that she almost killed Mr. Martin twice.
Iconic.
Her whacking him in the canoe, and she's like, take me to the school.
She's
like, Maddie's gonna be wanted for murder. I'm very interested to know, like, Xavier immediately told his dad, and then, like,
Xavier
I guess
sounds great.
Maddie's mom might know what's going on, and like, Mr. Anderson fully knowing what's going on because he was dead for his brief stint with death. Like, it'll be interesting to see, like, how this, like, evolves the story in terms of, like, the real world situations and stuff, and how many people are gonna believe this. Like, I definitely think
dad being like, okay, and then him being like, oh, there was, like,
oh, like, I guess.
Oh, wait, what happened?
He's like, so people think I stole a car.
No,
Mr. Anderson, I didn't. I was briefly overtaken by a spirit and died for a moment.
Like, yeah, okay.
Great, like,
oh,
I'm sure.
That's how all of them sound. Like, I'd be like, oh, I'm sure.
Like, I'm pretty sure that Claire and Nicole really didn't believe most of the time.
Like,
until right at the end.
I'm accepting.
Xavier locked in.
Xavier was like this. This was Xavier.
He's like, I saw a fisherman and I'm locked in, Simon. Let's go.
He's like, I know ghosts. I've seen dead people.
Another huge scene I loved was when they're like, okay, we all got to get together. So they all sit in the auditorium and they have like the pictures of them. And then Simon being like, nice to meet you. And Wally's like, okay. And then like just... That scene was so good, and like his Xavier staring. They called him out on his staring.
Xavier's like this.
People with blue eyes.
They literally needed to call him out on his staring.
So
his
fucking funny.
Blue eyes be like,
so funny.
yeah. Xavier getting fucking knocked out and put in the boat.
That was crazy.
I said, yes, tie him up.
Tie him up, lock him up. What's
that gonna do? He's not that perfect.
So funny. I'm trying to think of anything else before we move into highs and lows. Yeah, the aspect ratio was crazy.
The scars are just crazy, like a crazy concept.
Yeah,
and both
the lore keeps unlocking.
Lore.
Mm-hmm.
Simon and Yuri, like, both not being able to breathe, right? Like, that's how they both...
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
And then soulmates.
Rhonda has her lore is literally insane.
I know.
And I think it could get more insane.
My poor girl.
My girl that needs to smile.
I also wrote Wally's 40th reunion outed as a homophobe.
Literally, he was homophobic.
Fuck.
Right.
We thought we trusted him.
Like, I can't do this anymore. I can't be gay anymore.
Not if Wally's gonna hate me.
Not if Wally hates me. That won't do.
Yeah, that was wild. Wait, I also had one thing, like, when Janet went back to her childhood home and laid in her own grave, that was crazy.
That was fucked up. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yeah.
And then that's Family Trees playing by Ethel Cain.
The show, man.
Their music moments, again, like in season 1 too, just so good.
I feel like
and they play like a lot of the song.
Yeah, for some of the moments where the writing feels a little, like, some of the dialogue can feel a little wonky, and some of, like, the writing, like, for example, the Wally and Maddie, like, relationship is so good when they're doing it, but then sometimes doesn't feel as, like, cohesive, like, throughout this, like, season. Mm-hmm. When they do their big moments, they do them. You know what I mean? Like, there's, like, if they could, like, tighten up the screws on some of the other things, the show would be flawless.
Yeah. They just need to tighten some screws up.
Yeah. And, like, it was better than last season, so I could see season 3 being, like, iconic.
Yeah.
Like, fully.
And they have, like for what it is, like what the show is.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Yeah, like if you're like, oh, silly little show about ghosts in the school, but it's also just like has so much weight and meaning and depth, and you're like, whoa.
And I do think everybody's acting down, and with the dialogue they're given, they're still acting down.
Yeah, that's how I feel.
Ugh, I love them.
Yes, we love School Spirits.
They have such, like, I feel like the cast has good chemistry.
Yeah.
So I feel like whenever they have intense scenes together, like Maddie and Simon's like intense scenes are like, that's crazy. Goosebumps. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree. Like, all the group dynamics, all the individual dynamics. I think, like, Wishlist, somehow, some way, I would love for all of them to genuinely interact. Like, somehow, like, the veil between, like, the school, the spirit world and the school, like, comes down for some reason. They all can see each other. That would be so good. Yeah, I would love that. I was going to say one more thing. I don't know. I agree, though. Everyone's chemistry is very good. Everyone's acting down, and I love it.
Acting down.
Okay, should we do highs and lows?
Yeah.
Epic highs and lows. Favorite characters?
Rhonda and Xavier.
Hell yeah. I would say... I love all of them so much. Like, I'm like, oh, if I say this, I can't say this.
Like, I would say all of them.
Yeah. I really like Wally and Simon. Yes. And Maddie. And Charlie.
You're saying too many.
I know.
Hold on. But during this podcast, I think my favorite's Simon.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
I started thinking about him, and I could tear up.
I realized I didn't write the characters down. I went, fuck, and I went, Simon. But also, like, Wally had such a good journey this season too, like just like his emotion of being like, I don't want you to leave, but like you have to, like that shit gets me every time.
That gets me every time.
What a man.
I think it's big because last season I hated Xavier.
He had great development. He did.
But I just think
I really liked him.
Funny.
Yeah.
And now he gets the layer of being able to see ghosts.
Yeah. That's cool. And especially, like, they could have done that with any character.
Yeah.
And him is so interesting.
They gave it to Xavier.
That's cool.
With the cop-ass dad.
Yeah. Didn't I go, why is this dad kind of...
So you did?
Because he was being, like, nice in the very last episode. I was like...
Kinda.
But...
Oh.
Sorry.
Maddie's mom.
Yeah, justice for Maddie's mom.
Really sad. She's been through so much.
That's, like, my one hang-up of, like... I did kind of want Maddie to stay. And I was surprised that by the end of season 2, she was back. But, like, I think the pacing is actually good. That's why I think, like, one more season would be, like, a perfect amount of time.
Yeah.
Especially with, like, the point in the story we're at now. But part of me was like, I want her to stay in the ghost world. But then when they were like, oh, but, like, her body could die and blah, blah, blah. I was like, oh, her mom does not deserve that. Like, at the end of the day, like her mom.
Like another.
I need her to be with her mom. In some capacity.
In any place.
I think the ghosts just need to come back to life and, like,
they just
pass on that way.
And pass on through
Why are there, like, 5 random new students at the school, like, that don't have parents, that don't have...
They came back to that world, though, and they immediately aged.
That could happen. That's like Juliet and
crazy.
The Wizards of Waverly Place. Maybe.
Ages.
Because, like, Wally, if he was, like, in his teens, and it was his 40-year anniversary, so he'd be, like, late 50s.
Yeah.
Rhonda would be bones almost. Charlie would be like 40s.
Yeah.
40s, 30s, 40s. Well, they had a teacher that was his love interest, so he's not that old. Late 30s maybe?
He's from
the 90s.
And where was Quinn from? The 90s?
Early 2000s.
Early 2000s.
So
okay.
Quinn wouldn't be that old. Yuri is 70s.
70s.
Yuri would be kind of old. Oh my god, like, age difference, like, 60-year-old Yuri and 40-year-old Charlie.
That's crazy. And then also, Charlie's, like, love interest, like, who is a teacher.
That's what I was saying. He's not that old.
Yeah.
He doesn't seem that old. He's, like, 30s,
like,
40s.
They could be together.
Maybe. Get himself a nice...
push Yuri out of the
nice
way.
gilf.
Because right now, it's like, he's just, like, it's so weird that they're just kids forever. Like, they're old, but they're kids.
Yeah. I feel like I think that's super interesting, but, like, having Maddie as, like, I guess she's 17 or 18, but, like, having her, like, love interest become someone so much older would look so wrong.
That's so funny. All they do is put makeup on Milo Manheim.
I hope so.
And Maddie's like, I don't know about this one.
I love this theory.
Maddie's like, oh, Simon's looking pretty good right now.
Wait, before I forget, I have to talk about my one random theory that I don't think would come to fruition. I didn't think would ever come to fruition, but especially with how season 2 ended. I was like, what if Simon sacrifices his body so Wally could live and grow with Maddie in the real world, but he's in Simon's body? And I'm like, that'd be so fucked up. Like, can you imagine Maddie, like, looking at her best friend, but it's, like, the love of her life, but it's in Simon's body?
Simon's
and she's
face.
like, yeah. And you never saw the second Wonder Woman, right?
No.
There were a lot of crimes committed in that one. And, like, it could have been so good, and there were so many crimes. And one of them was, like, they bring back Chris Pine. They bring Steve Trevor back. But when you're watching the movie, you learn that it's not him. Like, it's his consciousness in a guy's body. She's in the 80s, not in the 1910s, 20s, whenever she had been with him. So, like, his consciousness somehow comes back and inhabits a guy in the 80s body. But throughout the whole show, it's sort of like when you see Janet as Maddie, but, like, the Janet actor. It was like you just saw Chris Pine the whole time, but to everyone else, it looked like the other guy. And then he, like, goes away at the end. And then she runs into that guy's body later, and you're like, is she gonna fall in love with the guy's body that Steve was inside?
That could be School Spirit.
That movie was fucking crazy. And that was one of the things that pissed me off the most. I'm like, he's really not here. But, like, everyone, like, she's seeing another guy, everyone's seeing another guy, but the audience is seeing Chris Pine.
That's funny.
A lot of random things. But can you imagine? Much. They would not do that on the show, and I would not stand for it.
I would not stand for it. Honestly, I don't think I'll stand for them aging.
Yeah.
Because then Rhonda would be dead.
Yeah, Rhonda would be like... Might as well.
Like, might as well just be bones.
Yeah. If they're going to break... Either they're all going to pass on, or somehow, in some crazy circumstance, they're all going to, like, come to life in this present moment. And then, like, live the rest of their lives out. That would be, like... That would be, so like, many years. Dream ending. I know, they got so much time.
They got too much time
and left. Get to age and experience life. I feel like that's a little bit shot in the dark, because part of me doesn't think the show is going to have a perfect book ending. And, like, I don't know if I want it to.
Yeah.
I wouldn't complain necessarily. I'd be like, okay, Wally, Maddie, endgame.
Endgame.
But they're all, I feel like they're going to go with the thing.
Do
the tragic pass on. But I hope that Maddie gets to see them all before that happens. Okay, least favorite character.
Least favorite. Mr.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Fuck that guy.
Maybe he'll have redemption. I don't know, but he's a freak.
Yeah, and Janet didn't deserve any of that.
Nope. Favorite moments?
Yeah, I didn't write anything down, but I just know.
Okay, speak on it.
Yeah, so I liked when...
Yes.
One, I really got it.
Do you want me to go first?
No.
Okay.
I really... No, I actually don't. I liked when they had the meeting and it was the ghosts.
Yeah.
That they couldn't see them. That's funny. And then I liked the pool scene.
Yeah, that's in mine.
I liked Charlie and forgets everybody's name. Wally's moment outside talking it through.
Yeah.
Because Wally was homophobic. But he's learned.
But he's grown. Now he's an ally.
But now he's an ally.
Wally rhymes with ally. If you say it right. It looks better on paper.
Wally, it looks a little better on paper. But if you say it right, that's ally.
Wally.
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 I liked the Xavier and Nicole talking through the ghost website. I thought that was kind of like interesting, even though I was like, okay, once they like figured it out in the car, well, when Nicole was like,
yeah,
but I thought more would come from that. I like Rhonda and Quinn's relationship. I don't know, everything.
Yeah,
I like the show. I like the dinner with the mom.
And all of them. Yeah.
Honestly,
I pretty much, everything. I pretty much said a lot of the same stuff. The pool scene, the Charlie and Wally I love you scene. I like when they do their little dance.
Oh, the dance.
That like any team up, like anytime they were group scenes on the inside and the outside, I like that. In the same one, like the when they're all in the auditorium together, that was fun. And then like I was saying earlier, the transitions between Janet and Maddie and like the reflections and the aspect ratio changes and the scars and the flashbacks, like I thought there were a lot of like cool storytelling things this season.
The scars were so cool.
So cool. And
like,
spooky.
And, like, sad.
Mm-hmm. So I'm saying
like,
the show's
like,
deep.
Just like the worst things ever happened. But I also liked when they had their angsty moments, like Maddie and Simon, like when they were like yelling, like Simon was yelling at, like I was like, yes, this is television, this is drama,
good.
And it's like, come on,
and their performances are so good.
And then also like Rhonda had a few times where she's like, come on, like they were acting down.
Give them all awards.
They were giving them all Oscars.
Yeah.
No.
Love them.
Love them.
And then, least favorite scenes? Or moments or episodes? I usually just said anytime anyone was sad.
Yeah, the people are sad. When,
I was like, Maddie leaving Wally and her best friends and everyone's crying and I was crying. And anytime her mom is sad. When her mom got drunk at the thing, that sucked.
Went to the bar.
Yeah.
I'm like, no.
Yeah, that was awful.
And I didn't like, Janet pretending to be Maddie for
the mom.
The mom, it made me sad.
And the mom going to crime scenes just to see if it's Maddie's body.
Like, that's sick.
Something I didn't mention earlier was another interesting thing that was probably in season 1 too, and maybe foreshadowing within season 1, but Maddie has a Body Snatchers movie poster in her room.
Yeah.
And I was like, there's so many cool things.
Yeah.
That I probably don't even notice. I noticed that one. That was cool.
Wait, them at the dinner just talking about science.
Yeah.
Like, well, Maddie's like,
well, actually.
A dumb bitch. She would've
and her mom was like,
you're
stupid.
You're literally stupid. I've seen your report.
Maddie's an art kid.
Maddie likes movies.
Maddie, women in STEM, but it's not. It's cinema with an S. Cinema, television, entertainment, and music.
Exactly. That's us.
Okay. At a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the most unserious a show can be, what would you rate it?
6.5.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I put 6. That's what we said last time.
Okay. I feel like 6 is pretty good.
Yeah, because it's like a little less serious than like other shows, but it's about life and death. It's pretty deep.
It feels a little unserious when
kids
when they start dancing
together. Yeah. There's a lot that balances it out. There's a lot of humor that balances it out.
It feels a little unserious when Xavier's just the most unserious.
I love him.
Pour salt on him.
Lastly, would you recommend this show?
Yes.
I would.
Honestly, more than... Like, last season I recommended it, but now I think I'd recommend it even more.
Yeah.
Especially if they get another season and can wrap it up.
Yeah. I think you have to be a particular person to really get the genius.
Yeah.
So I would use it sparingly, but I definitely don't recommend against it.
Yeah, and it's easy and it's fun.
Exactly.
Like, I'm kind of sad that it's over.
Me too. Like, we were having fun when we were watching it. We were like, this is good.
I was kind of gagged how good it was.
And no, it's so entertaining. Okay. Well, for our last segment, game time with Megan and Bree. We're actually playing a game, a pretty classic game.
Only OGs will know.
Only OGs will get this. We are playing. Oh, I'm sorry. I was looking up when season 5 comes out.
Oh, so true. Sorry, I was just doing some research.
The original ghosts of our childhood were, of course, from the Curse of PCA.
Iconic. Jay.
Is there sound?
Oh.
Yeah.
Talk about ghouls in school.
Yeah. The original ghoul in the school was the Curse of PCA. This game is notoriously stressful. So we will see. Maybe each of us can do one round or see how far we get. All right.
Okay, I'm going to knock something over.
Chase! Hopefully, can people see this?
Yeah.
I don't like that car out there. Okay. I'm going to remind myself how to play.
Wait.
So, if you're unfamiliar, Zoey 101 was a show on Nickelodeon back in the day. There was an episode called The Curse of PCA, which is probably one of the most notorious and best episodes from the show, where they, they're like trying to get out of an assignment or something. There's like a few different layers, but essentially they all hike up to see if they can prove that this ghost is real. And then Logan, right? Logan takes the thing, like the necklace or whatever that like the ghost wants. You can't take that. You have to show respect. But of course, it's fucking Logan. Dumbass. But Logan and Quinn.
But Logan and Quinn were cute.
They are now haunted by the ghost because they took his memorabilia, and Zoey is in like the hospital wing with a bucket on her head. Oh yeah. And Chase has to help her.
Damn.
But in this is a game version where you're playing as Chase and you have to find Zoey and then get her out before the green blob gets you.
And Zoey goes, Chase!
And he's like, okay, I think we're safe.
Like, okay, I don't think you are.
We say that all the time. Okay, so the Zoey arrow is pink, indicates where she is. The ghost arrow is green to know where the ghost is, if you see an exclamation point. So you move with the arrows, then you can like throw stuff. Power balls can be thrown, and you press B to throw them to distract the ghost, to stun it, or elsewhere to distract it. Apple crumbs let you leave a trail so you can find your way out. Oh, I've never done that. Okay, I just need the arrows and B.
Arrows and B.
Okay. Zoey's in the PCA infirmary.
Oh, of course.
Save Zoey if you dare.
Zoey, shut up.
Okay, here I go. So Zoey's up? Oh, fuck. I feel like I'm really close to the ghost. I feel like I'm going to run right into the ghost. Okay, whew. The ghost is getting really close to me, unfortunately. Okay, there's an exit. Do I need to leave a breadcrumb? Oh, wow, I'm leaving breadcrumbs. Oh, fuck. I've never done some of this. Oh, I'm close to her. Oh, there she is. Okay. Oh. Uh-oh, but the ghost is close to us, I fear. Where the fuck is he? Oh, no. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh, wait. Okay, hold on. Don't I have things to hit the ghost?
Oh, my God. You better run. Oh.
Oh, shit. I'm stuck. Oh, no. Can I stun it?
Oh.
Okay.
What did you...
I fucked up the ghost. Did you see?
Yeah. No. I fucked up the ghost.
Okay. I think we're safe. I don't know if you guys can hear that on the mic, but we're safe. I'm trying not to get copyrighted.
Bye, Chase.
Okay. Where am I going? I'm going to find her. But I also have to find the exit.
How do you stop the ghost?
The exit is literally, like, from School Spirits.
True.
Are you seeing the vision?
Yeah. It's giving
Where's this girly? Have we seen an exit yet?
Should we go and chase in Zoey's scar?
I think we're in their scar. And we're trying to get out. But we're also trying to have them pass over. Where is an exit? Did we see one?
No, I don't think so.
Oh shit. I think we just gotta avoid this fucking ghoul. Oh, I do not like this.
Oh.
Where's an exit?
Oh.
Oh, I fear I'm gonna get stuck. Oh my god, he's on our ass.
He's right behind you.
Where the fuck? Am I stupid?
Where is it? This place is big.
Oh! Okay, wait, I need some of this stuff.
I know you can't get over there. Oh.
That ghost is on our ass! Where is it? Okay, whew! We're safe. I think we're safe.
I think we're safe.
Okay, I don't know how many. I don't think I've ever finished this game. Oh shit.
How many levels are there?
I don't know. Oh, I'm about to run right into this green guy. Oh, he's close to me. Oh, but if he gets to Zoey, then I'm fucked too. Look, do you see how close the arrow is to her? Mm-hmm. I think he might have gotten her.
Oh my god, he's about to get her. Chase!
Y'all seen this?
Chase!
Fucked. That's hard. Chase! If he's already close to her. Okay, so I got through 2 levels.
Chase!
Okay, do you want to go?
I'm definitely going to go
So this is breadcrumbs. This is throwing things at the ghost if it gets close to you.
Oh my
and then
god.
use this. So.
Breadcrumbs.
Yeah, if you want to remember where the exit is. Oh.
Oh, Chase! Who is that? I got this. I'm going to get to level 4.
You got it.
I'm like blocking it. Okay. Oh my god. I'm scared. Wait, okay, that's the ghost.
Yeah. You gotta get to the pink arrow.
God. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Okay, that's an exit. So if you want to leave a breadcrumb, you can press the space bar. Yeah.
Where's this bitch? Where's this diva? Hey diva, I'm coming to pick you up. Oh my God, I don't know how to
Your
walk.
Uber's on the way.
Oh, my Uber.
Oh, you're almost there. You
coming.
almost got her.
Uber's coming.
Okay, but wait. I would go up, and I would grab
Oh, fuck.
that thing right there. Yeah, because if you press B, you can get the ghost if it finds you. Oh!
Oh,
Easy.
boom, easy. I didn't even have to fucking...
Okay.
The break comes.
Come
Hello.
in. We're
We're
playing
the
this
Zoey 101 game.
with Ghost, the Curse of PCA. Oh, you're in.
I have to beat Megan.
Yeah.
I'm not really... Okay, wait. She's already fucked. I almost started going for the ghost.
I mean, you could beat him up if you want.
Beat his ass. Oh my god. Oh my god, girl, I'm coming. Diva.
Chasing Zoe Endgame.
No, where the fuck are you?
Did anyone watch the Zoe 101 movie?
Girl,
Okay.
girl. It's so confusing. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Careful.
Oh my god. Oh my
Just
god.
be careful.
Where am I? Where am I? Oh my god, where's the
Why is it so
exit?
dark?
Where the
Did we see one?
I don't think so. It's so confusing. Oh.
Wait, when it comes to you, press B. Oh no.
Oh, two.
It's okay. Chase! Chase! Mom.
We both got... No, I didn't even...
No, we were close to being similar. Oh, everyone's
Yeah.
gonna see all of our secrets. Okay,
That was
well,
really nice. Our secrets.
spooky.
That was a little spooky.
Thank you guys for coming to spooky season in March. That brings us to the end of our School Spirit season 2 pod. We were praying and manifesting for season 3. We just need one more, please.
I feel like if they renewed it for season 2,
Yeah,
they should definitely...
because I feel like more people are talking about it now.
Yeah, I see it more, and like we said, I think season 2 is better.
Yeah, and what else is on Paramount Plus these days? They got rid of iCarly.
They need something.
They need something. And they should bring back iCarly at least for one more thing. I think they're trying to do a movie so that way they can figure out who her mom is and just wrap it
And
up.
call it a
And
day.
maybe Carly and Freddie will get married.
Yeah, maybe.
Creddy. Anyway,
Maybe you're creddy.
they can make that Zoe 101 movie. I guess that's on Paramount Plus too.
That was
It all is
wild.
connecting. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Let us know what you thought of School Spirit Season 2. What other shows we should talk about. And then next week, I think, if we can pull it off,
If we watch it fast enough.
we're gonna do Running Point starring Kate Hudson and
Yeah,
Brenda,
and Brenda
Song.
I'm excited.
Me too. And
Yay.
that's
already
all.
renewed.
Yes, that's huge. Lucky, we're locked in. And thank you guys again. Like and subscribe, comment down below, rate us 5 stars, follow us on TikTok and Instagram, and just be nice to each other.
Yeah,
Be kind.
fucking nice.
That's how Ellen used to end her shows, and I'm like, look at her.
Oh, look.
Maybe I shouldn't end that way,
Oh,
but I mean it.
Kind.
But I mean it. I put my money where my mouth is. Ellen.
She's coming for Ellen at the end.
Crazy way for this to end. And until next time, don't forgive me when I'm gone.
I miss you, Simon.
Love you, Simon.
Justice for Simon.
Justice for Simon.
Thank you.